UnRuly Fam.
Carrot cake should be banned. Like the United States was trying to ban TikTok. They should ban carrot cake from the world. It's disgusting. It's not even good to look at.
I don't think you can ban.
You can. Just
Okay,
don't, if everybody stop eating, they'll just stop making it.
I'm pretty sure in some countries that are outside of the U.S., carrot cake is not even a thing.
Other than that, yeah, I'll go with carrot cake. Deal?
Carrot cake is crazy.
That's a good carrot cake. Yeah.
I don't have a problem with carrot cake.
Wow, I don't know why.
I actually like carrot cake.
I don't know why y'all do this to yourselves. Carrot cake is disgusting.
Man, wow. All right.
Oh,
what about you, D? What food?
I ain't gonna say a food. I'm gonna say a place.
Oh, a place. Oh,
Yeah. What's that place called? The chicken tender things.
Oh, Raising Cane's?
Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's.
That's the one.
Thank you.
That is definitely
All
one.
that hoopla over that.
They don't even season it.
Yo, not seasoned. My chicken was light skinned. Oh, like
Thank you.
fries and soggy. Come on, man. I was
That chicken should not look like D-Ray does.
unacceptable.
Yeah.
You know what's wild? Like, I was gonna go with something, but now that you did,
Yeah,
like a franchise.
No.
Like now that you did a franchise, I might
Don't
rethink it.
even go there.
For me,
Nah.
it's salmon. It's salmon, bro. It's overhyped. It's like, and maybe because I'm not really a big fish like guy. Like, if I am gonna do fish, it's gonna be whiting, fried. I'm never going to big fish, trade. But there's just something about everybody thinking that salmon. First of all, it already thinks it's better than the other fish in the sea because who the hell told you to make the L silent? Don't teach me words and then like pronounce them a different way. Like if it's an L in that mug, the L is silent. Why is the L silent? Ain't no L I ever met been silent. The only L's I see are in sports. Those are the only times, and the only people that are silent are the people that played and the people that cheer for them. So for me, it is salmon. If you enjoy salmon, good for you. But don't downplay me for not liking salmon.
That's a lot of people.
And then everybody's like, "Oh, well, you gotta have it the way I make it." No, I wish everybody that made salmon like quote unquote great or quote unquote good would bring all their plates to me. So I can throw it right in the trash in front of their face.
You never had salmon bites.
No, here we go.
Fried salmon bites.
No, okay. If I am gonna do salmon, and like, but then I don't get how the salmon in the can. Some people be saying it's salmon. I don't get it, man. Like, what changes if it's on a salmon cakes? I fool with salmon cakes. I fool with salmon cakes. I do not like filleted salmon. Yeah. You can put as many drizzles, teriyaki glazes. You can stuff it. You can stuff it somewhere else. But that's all I'm saying, man. Salmon is overhyped for me.
Drizzle glaze.
This stuff is
it's
crazy.
outrageous.
I didn't even like
You let you slide with that one. Let you slide.
5 minutes in. Crazy.
5 minutes in is outrageous. I'm wild.
Yeah.
So that's our unruly rant for this week. Things y'all may like that other people may not like. Also, death to Hamburger Helper. That's just on its own thing. Not a fan of that. I will eat a million. I will eat a million peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and a million packs of noodles before I ever eat one noodle.
That Hamburger Helper held it down though. That Hamburger Helper held it down.
I respect it, but I feel like peanut butter and jelly and bread is unmatched. You feel me? Like compared to Hamburger Helper. But no, man, we're gonna start off with this week's fam talk, and we're gonna start off with something that's a little bit more serious, and it is the arrest of Tyreek Hill before the Miami game. Like I'm gonna start off.
Detainment, not arrested.
Huh?
Detainment.
He was okay, not arrested, but detained prior to a game is outrageous.
Yeah.
3 hours for the game is crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Right by the stadium is
Right by that's
I know what this man is.
They knew. The report said the cop clocked him visually going 60 miles per hour. I don't know how you visually clock somebody 60 miles. I don't care.
He doing 60. He just holding his thumb up to the wind.
No, he's just looking like squint his eyes. He's going 60. Ain't no way you ain't going this fast. That's 60. That's wild right there. We all saw the video.
Mm-hmm.
They asked Tyreek to roll the window down. Tyreek didn't like how he was aggressively knocking on his window, which is extra. And then the other officer there recognized that, hey, that's Tyreek Hill after the window was down. It escalated fast. It wasn't even 60 seconds. It escalated fast. The cop asked him to get out the car, threw him on the ground, kneed back. He's screaming, I just had knee surgery. Like, everybody knows Tyreek. The fan dropped by, see Tyreek Hill. And
Exactly.
2 other players got detained too because they were trying to tell the cops, hey, that's Tyreek Hill. But it was a nasty situation. I'm glad it didn't escalate. It escalated, but I'm glad it didn't go too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the important part. That it didn't go any further than it already went. The fact that you also detained Calais Campbell as well is like crazy. And it's like
That parlay.
That
parlay.
Those cops are Jags fans.
It gotta be, man. Ain't no way. You know who this man is.
Mm-hmm.
You know
and especially if you're a cop in his in the town.
Yeah,
Y'all
Miami.
right by the stadium.
There's no way you don't root for the Miami Dolphins if you're in Miami.
Ain't no way. He put that parlay in. He's like, yeah.
No, he's not gonna play today.
Don't
Don't worry.
He's not playing today. I got him going under this, under that.
Exactly.
He's solid. We right.
Heard it was Jalen Waddle's pop, but that's just
Those cops was definitely
Yeah,
Jags fans.
they were doing-
Had
they
the
were doing
fix
a
was
lot.
in, it didn't work.
They were just trying to bet the house, B.
Yeah, shout out to Tyreek in that TD celebration with that Waddle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with the had his hands by the back.
Yeah,
That was funny. I appreciate
yeah,
that. That was lighthearted. I appreciate
making it
that.
lighthearted
Yeah.
and funny is cool. But man, no, cops be doing the most sometimes, and it keeps getting worse. It keeps getting worse.
He was just making a point.
Yeah,
You know,
making an example. 3 hours before the game is outrageous.
Yeah,
Because
you know-
if you really would have injured him,
Exactly.
You don't like to go with race or anything like that all
Yeah,
the time.
no,
but
like-
you gotta look. I said it's a young African American man. He got a lot of money.
Yeah.
what was he
You
driving?
know.
A Lamborghini? A
He
Ferrari?
was driving Sun with the doors going
Yeah,
up. I
yeah.
couldn't see what it was,
Yeah.
but
Listen,
come on, man.
if you got to knock on my window and then
Yeah.
you get me out the car by pulling up the butterfly door.
Yeah, come on, man. It could have.
We can do 2 different tax brackets. It's all right though. But
that's why
as long as Tyreek Hill's all right,
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
I'm sure they're gonna do a little his camp is gonna do a little more deeper digging. And pause. That's out of pocket.
that's four. That is four. Yes,
We gotta put the count up on
Yeah,
that.
it's out of pocket. I'm really intern. You better not put the counter up.
And
Man.
if y'all, and if
The
y'all,
editing,
if
I
y'all
will,
catch
I will
more,
cut all of this out.
Yes.
I don't care. I will edit all of this
Put
out.
in the
man.
comments if y'all catch more. That's crazy.
not the comments counting the
Yes.
counting the
Yes.
Woahs. The Woah counter is out of pocket.
Yeah.
But man, also moving on from Tyreek Hill and this week's fam talk, the legal formation calls, man, the flags on the offensive line,
Yes.
man, they were out of control for week one.
Yeah.
I don't know what and first of all, this is if you're a referee, call it down the middle. Call a fair game. Like if you're gonna throw a flag, especially when the call is for lining up incorrectly. That's fucking man. It's like Anthony doing the whole game, like ready to just toss the flag. That's bananas.
Yeah.
It's like you can't even really enjoy the game because you're like, oh, as soon as like some momentum gets going, like and that, even for the teams, like as soon as momentum gets stopped,
It wasn't
that's hard to really catch up to.
Sorry to cut you off. It wasn't momentum. It was getting in the game. It was like flag at the flag. Oh, illegal. We're not here.
Drive.
We're not here to watch the O line.
Yeah, that's the whole lineman. That's the wildest part. Because I'm a former offensive lineman. I played offensive line in high school. I played offensive line in college, and I knew you weren't there to see us. Other than my family, wasn't nobody there to see me, man. No, man. We here to watch the players make plays, and ain't nobody count how many pancakes other than the offensive line coach. Like on film, it looks amazing, but you don't want to keep seeing a flag, especially when you're just trying. Even the offensive linemen look confused because, following that game, the Eagles game, Lane Johnson looked like, he just keeps looking like, what do you want me to do? Like, you want me at his belt? Like, I don't know. Oh, I'm off the line now. Come on, man. I know it's like a jump start or like a head start for that offensive tackle. Well, come on, man. Let's call it just down the middle.
22 illegal formation calls on week.
It's ridiculous.
That was,
Man.
I don't know. Y'all,
There were about 5 teams with double-digit flags.
And probably 90% of them was off of that, just the
yeah,
lineman.
I got the nine for the Ravens, 9 for the Browns.
Yep.
So the refs got to tighten up. Got to take
that's
fun
right.
out the game. They're slowing the game down.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, like you talking about with the Ravens, the Chiefs was doing it too.
Exactly.
That tackle was doing the same thing.
Called.
And he was actually sitting way back.
He was sitting way.
Yeah,
Yep, exactly.
yeah.
Would they get one called on them?
Yep, just one.
I think just one.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to the Ravens getting like 4 or 5. Like,
Nobody.
And my whole thing, and the whole thing is, if you're throwing that many, talk to the lineman that's doing it, that they're throwing it on.
Yeah.
Like, well, hey, if you take a step forward, just take half a step forward.
Yeah.
Like, let's start guiding that way so you can stop slowing the momentum of the game.
Yeah,
It's the
you
same
behind the
thing with
ball.
the receiver. You know, when the receiver go out there and he
Everybody's
say,
like,
if I'm on the ball or off the ball, give him that same thing.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
So now the offensive tackle got to do
Gotta
that.
check
I got to
in.
check the
I gotta
ball,
check
bro.
the ball.
now look at him. Good.
Like, come on, bro. Come on, like, but if that's what has to be done, so be it, man. But let's as the year goes on, it was week 1. That was a lot for week 1.
Yeah.
Like let's tighten that up, please. Officiating said, let's tighten that up.
Yeah.
Don't let this be an ongoing thing. And 9 times out of 10, y'all not listening to me, and y'all know it's going to be an ongoing thing. So it is what it is. But on to some better news. Oh man, this the summer hit maker right here, man. Kung Fu Kitty, aka K. Dot, aka Kendrick Lamar. I probably did that the wrong way, but he was picked to do this year's Super Bowl halftime show. Shout outs to him.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Some people are up in arms because the Super Bowl is in New Orleans, and you got the megastar from New Orleans, Mr. New Orleans himself, even though he is a Green Bay fan. Some people were mad that Lil Wayne didn't get picked for that spot. Like, how do y'all feel about that, man?
I'm right there with him. You can't tell me that Kendrick got more hits than Wayne. You talking about different genres of music that Wayne can touch. He can hit you with
that rock era was different.
He can hit you with rock,
that
but
rock era was
he can still
he can still do it.
He can touch there.
Prom Queen was not my favorite. I'm just
It
gonna say
it wasn't, but it's just the point that he
it sold though. It
he got
definitely
so much
sold.
music with so many different people that you could do a whole show himself. And I like what they were talking about a little bit earlier with when it was in LA, they let them LA guys come out there and do what they had to do.
True.
You in New Orleans, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of history down there, a lot of music artists. You can't tell me you couldn't find somebody that was there.
And I hope, like, even if they don't change it up, I hope Kendrick would show love.
Word.
Like I feel like bringing out Juvie would be bananas. Bringing out Master P would be crazy. Like just some guys who like are New Orleans.
I can see him doing it, but I think now if he do it, it's gonna be a lot of like, oh, you only doing that because of the backlash. You know how people gonna run that.
Yeah.
But like we don't know if that was already in his plan once he took that. So
I'm a K-Dot fan to the max. I'm a Weezy fan. But I get it. Like, Kendrick had a great musical year. You top it off with the Super Bowl performance. I get that. It's February, it's Black History Month. You try to show that Canadian boy you're not from here. You try to show the Canadian boy you're not from here. I'm gonna show you how to do it. But I do.
Do you think that affects like him asking Wayne to do it though? Asking Wayne to join?
I don't see that. I
don't think Kendrick's that petty.
Nah.
But then I also didn't think he was gonna be that petty to do it. A track the way like not like us. And then,
but do Wayne take that nod and say, hey, I'm gonna do this or I gotta rock with my boy?
Don't be surprised too. He do something crazy that weekend too. Just him alone, you bring out what even excluding NFL stuff, Super Bowl stuff, he may do something for New Orleans that weekend.
Yeah.
So.
And
I understand the backlash. Everybody's upset. Like, oh, why not pick Wayne? Why pick Dot? But I get it.
He had a moment. He just had a moment this year. Like, if you going off of like pure hits and everything, come on, man.
Yeah, you know what
don't get Weezy F, man.
Bruh.
Wayne
He got a 20 plus share.
Listen,
catalog. I get everybody's first
Catalog alone.
Yeah.
yeah, the
What?
catalog's bananas.
Yeah.
But let's not forget the Wheezy F Baby, and the F is for phenomenal.
Come on, man.
One of the greatest.
Come on, man.
No, he was so good at that time that nobody corrected him.
He was on that cup.
starts with a PH.
That was
no,
a cup.
bro, that
Yeah.
starts with an F.
That was that
I spelled phenomenal wrong for years on purpose. Like, no, man, I was not taking those F's. But like, that's we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens.
We always shocked at the Super Bowl performances, but yeah,
If
At
he-
least they showed a hip hop artist this time.
Listen,
another
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
sometimes you gotta pop out and you
Yeah,
know the rest.
come on, man.
You know the
Come
rest, man. But on to the football now. Really getting into the meat and potatoes of everything. Man, we had some quarterbacks that just looked terrible. Like, in particular, Deshaun Watson, Daniel Jones, a repeat offender to the pod, and I mean a young guy, but like his second season is almost looking that it could be worse than the first, and that's Bryce Young. First of all, let's go with this. Who do you guys think can come back from that poor week one performance? Like who has the best chance like of coming back?
I mean, upside alone, you got to go with Deshaun or Bryce. I mean, I feel like Daniel Jones he's under a microscope right now. Every little instance that he do is going to just be glorified just because that whole Saquon thing. You paid him over Saquon. But,
Still,
I mean,
oh man,
I did choose Bryce Young and the Panthers be like to shake some stuff up, but it looked like they didn't really fix much this
they
offseason.
look like they shake weights.
Yeah.
That's what they look
My
like.
man was out there.
Easy workouts. That's different.
He was out there looking. He's not put in the best position right now.
No.
But I mean, Deshaun Watson, he has the threats there for him. He's just he looks horrible.
Yeah.
Overthrowing.
Like
Even when he wasn't under duress, it was just like, bro, you just throwing it out there. You just praying.
yeah. even with that tough Cowboy defense, he didn't look comfortable. He didn't play any preseason. He didn't look like he was ready to play
At all.
professional football.
You going with Bryce as well?
I'm going to my upside.
Yeah, like who do you feel like can come back?
A second deal. Yeah, I'm going to Deshaun. I think that's the person right now that really turn. Even though excluding week one, but I think he got the weapons. Well, look, he got the lawsuits too, so you better relax. You better relax.
He got to
They
play.
playing that
I wasn't gonna dodge that. He got the lawsuits.
Listen, the funniest meme I seen was Deshaun Watson died on that massage table. I don't know who this is.
Clone.
This
This is
is
a clone.
this is a plant. This is wild.
Hey,
But
man.
dang, I really wanted to go with the young. The upside for Bryce Young is that he's still young.
Yeah.
Like this is only season 2, so that's the upside. But that organization has to get better. Like you have to build around this young guy. If this is your quarterback of the future, you have to build behind. Like you have to build in front of him and behind him because it doesn't make any sense that he has nobody. He has nobody. You and don't tell me you ain't got the money because you didn't bring nobody in since you let Christian McCaffrey go. Like no high power star power.
Right.
Like yeah, y'all fixed the defense, but that defense still got boo-hoo by they got 40 thrown up on.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like let's be real and honest with the situation. The Carolina organization has done Bryce Young a disservice. They've done that city a disservice. They've done that state a disservice. Like both Carolinas, they've done both Carolinas a disservice, but because they haven't put a good team together since Cam Newton.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. That's the problem that I'm really having, man. On the Daniel Jones, do you feel like the Giants should bench him now? Like is it get like it's only we never want to say things too soon. That's the one thing. You ain't nobody else. I don't.
You see what the backup did last
You gotta ride with him. They gotta ride with him.
Y'all paid him.
Yeah, he put up.
You got the fact that you got to bite that bullet is crazy.
He got 2 picks.
Yeah, nothing.
186 total yards, passing yards. They lost 28-6.
to Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold looked awesome in the game, and I think it's mainly because of the Giants defense looked. Because you couldn't Kayvon Thibodeau did nothing. I didn't see any pressure, any real like urgency. Nothing. There was nothing. There was like he wasn't under duress. It wasn't like a crazy shootout. They were well within like they got a great lead on them, and it just kept going. And then you don't put up any touchdown, you're not gonna win the game. Unless it's a straight defensive shootout.
But do you put that? I don't put all that entirely on Dan Jones.
Oh no. I think as a whole the Giants were just bad. Yeah. They were just bad. But once again, it's about building your franchise. You have to be able to put guys in position for you guys to win. There's no thing like you can just put any group of guys together and they're just going to be able to just do amazing things. You have to put the right pieces together, like making a puzzle fit, like making the perfect puzzle. You have to have all the pieces that fit, man.
Wait. That got you well too. Before we end that segment, I already knew the Giants were going to lose because of the ugly jerseys they had on. So
first of all, they all looked like Optimus Prime, yo. Were they not just like Optimus Prime, bro? As soon as they came in, I was like, roll out, stupid. That was never wear them again.
It's the burn pants. What's the
burn? Yo,
that's like how you do it on something historic. Celebrate.
Don't play on Thanksgiving.
But why did they pants?
Yeah.
Y'all can't go
blue or red or gray or.
I don't think anything would have made him.
Nobody in the organization, even the players, they're like, nah, we should wait. We should chill on
I know they ain't put it up to no votes or nothing, bro. So I didn't like that at all, man. Do you feel like Carolina feels like they made the wrong choice?
No.
No,
because Bryce Young
because when you see CJ
Bryce Young asked to get picked there.
True, but I'm saying they chose to pick him.
But when you pick somebody as your quarterback,
so okay,
quarterback,
all right,
give him something to play for. It's come to his second season. But they lost 47-10.
Okay, but what I'm saying is
they should have him protected for the next 5 years.
But the only thing I'm saying is,
gave him this service because this ain't.
Yeah. Right. They definitely they definitely doing them a disservice. The problem that I'm having though is if you put CJ Stroud in this situation, is it the same? Or if you put Bryce Young in the Texans situation, is he a better quarterback?
You could put any quarterback behind that line, and you probably get the same results. Because that's not a good O line. Yeah, especially got a future young franchise quarterback coming into his second year should not be still running around.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard to because we can always do the what ifs in that situation. Mm-hmm. Me not even being biased, I am an Ohio State fan, but I feel like CJ outperformed Bryce Young in college. I feel like he was in a more pro-ready offense, and he showed what he can do, especially with playing Georgia, who was considered like the epitome of a great defense at that point. So, I mean, we can do those what ifs.
Yeah.
I feel like personally, I think he might do a little bit better than Bryce, but
if he was in Carolina,
if he was in Carolina, but the Texans did everything that you needed to do for a young guy.
Yeah. You grabbed the defensive stud.
If you're gonna take a guy that early, you gotta go out there and make sure
you already had. You built on what you already had, and the only thing that you were really quote unquote missing, I mean, you needed a wide out too. You did.
But if I'm the Panthers, I'm going to get a stud.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm trading up. I'm getting whatever I got to get somebody to pair with him.
Yeah,
it just
that too. But I said last week he needed somebody to protect him.
Mm-hmm.
He needed left tackle. Somebody, so a left tackle right enough to protect him for the next couple of years. And he has nothing. I feel sorry for him.
Sure, sometimes you need somebody that can just beat it. Like, pause. Just go get it. Like,
that's crazy. Dio's first. That's crazy.
Yeah, somebody that you go out there and do what you got to do. He's going to beat that man coverage. That's Nisa. That was wild. That was wild. That was wild. That was crazy.
Wow.
I'm not gonna caught that though. I'm not gonna caught
the wildest part is you caught it and we still was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
But no.
Yeah, that was wild.
That was wild.
All right, but yeah, we're gonna have to end it right there.
Yeah, that was crazy. Told y'all, keep counting. All these, just keep counting.
Oh no, but you had a few last
Yeah.
buddy different. But no, man. I don't know. I think Bryce is mad that he's there. For sure. Like,
Well, the frustration's gonna show.
Well, yeah.
The frustration's gonna show.
you're no better. You don't look any better than you did last season. And it's only week 1. That's the worst part. Like the fact that people are like, oh, there was no upside to that game.
Yeah.
The Saints outplayed them in every aspect of the game. I even think they won the kickoff. I even think they won the coin toss. That's like they beat you in every facet of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. Like, oh man. But I think he's frustrated. And as this goes on, he's gonna continue to get frustrated. And that's when you start really like, but the worst part is you can't even go up to the front office and really swing no weight around because you ain't got nothing, you ain't got no legs to stand on. Because your performance is not allowing them to be like, oh well, no, we're gonna do it our way. We can't trust what you're doing. Yeah. So no, man, I think he's frustrated. I don't think they feel like they made the wrong choice. I feel like they could be doing a lot better. Yeah. I feel like they could put like the pieces in place. Like, but yeah, it was a rough one for my dog. Man, pray for Bryce. Pray for Bryce. I know CJ's sitting there every week like, woo, woo, just excited that he's not in the Carolina Panthers uniform. Oh my goodness, man. On with that, man. We're gonna go into bad looks for week 1. We know it's real early. Like, what teams already should be concerned with week 1? Like, who do you guys have?
Concerned team? I'm going to Bengals.
Any reason behind that?
I gotta give it to the Pats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gerard Mayo's first won his first professional game. Joe Burrow did not like Joe Burrow. Look, they got Jamar Chase had 6 catches for 6 targets, 62 yards, but it wasn't enough. It was 21 for 29, but they didn't like the Bengals. They've been praising these past couple of years. I know they dealt with a lot of injuries last year. Jamar Chase will still waiting for his money. Waiting for his pay more. Yeah. But nah, the Bengals, they let a lot of people down because I don't think the Pats had a chance. So
we all picked the Bengals.
Yeah, we definitely did.
We all did. With no type like
hesitation.
Yeah, we didn't even like.
Yeah, so my hats off to the Pats.
Yeah,
that defense balled up. It was a sloppy defensive game, but yeah, the Bengals didn't like the Bengals, and it's showing. They got turmoil as far as contracts and people wanting to come play. It is showing. It's not showing them around. They get the practice reps, but the game time reps is different, and it's showing the Bengals like it's week 1. Yeah. So they didn't look like the Bengals of people were expecting.
Who you got, D?
Yeah, me. I'm not too concerned about the Bengals. I feel like the last few years they've been opening up this way. A little rough, especially with this year. I mean, I don't think Jamar really played. He probably practiced in the summer.
With that bread.
He didn't practice either, right?
No. Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah,
I think he did. He's on the tag. He's on the first tag.
But even Burrow, he didn't really do too much in the summer as well.
So showed up looking like Slim Shady.
Yeah, so I feel like they're gonna get it together. I mean, I'm not too concerned yet for them.
Okay.
I'm more so concerned. I got like 2 teams.
Okay.
The Falcons. All that money they paid Kirk to come there to do that. I don't know. He looked shaky just all around.
Kirk third cousins.
All around.
Twice removed.
It wasn't even like he just looked shaky.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with Ally. I'm gonna say the Bears, man. Y'all putting a lot of faith in this kid, and this kid's stat line looked terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. They got it done, but it wasn't pretty.
The defense got it done.
Yeah.
Offensively, they couldn't do anything.
The Titans could have won that game.
Definitely. Too. He threw Will definitely threw that thing away.
Like
he holds the ball way too much.
Yeah.
Then he's just throwing it up there. Like you gotta.
The run game was non-existent. There was a gang loaded thing.
I'll give you that to Bears too.
No run game. They didn't establish no run game. when you brought in somebody 2,000-yard
He
rushers.
touched the ball 8 times. Was it 8 times?
You gotta tighten that one. Yeah.
8 times,
That's
right?
wild, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just feel like just hype.
Mhm.
The hype that surrounded him. Like everybody's saying he's a first ballot, a future first ballot. You got to come out and play like that.
Yeah.
You got to.
Worried about getting your
nails painted.
making your pedicure, making your manicure appointment, man. Let's get some dubs. Like, well, you earn the dubs. Like, the defense is going. The defense is going to be there because that defense, like you said last week, the defense is definitely like ready to be prime time. Like that's what they're building to do. Like, but they've been building that defense up for the last few seasons. So none of that surprised me. So we got the Bears. You took the Bengals, and who was your second team?
Falcons.
The Falcons. Cause for concern. Dang, man. The Jets. I'm gonna go with the Jets. I'm only going with the Jets because they couldn't do nothing. They couldn't do nothing with San Fran, bro. Like, San Fran looked like they were just more ready for that game. They were better coached. It just
put them on prime time.
Yeah,
they got the most prime times. I think
that's oh my god,
what are we flexed out of there?
This is we gonna have to something gonna have to get switched around. But yeah, it just didn't look like a great showing. Like you bought all these pieces, but the pieces didn't really add up.
I think he's done.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say this is his last hurrah just yet. But it just didn't look like the game that you would expect on a Monday night or a primetime game. A lot has to be done. That defense definitely has to play better because that's supposed to be where you can really be like, okay, let's do our job so we can get Aaron the ball. That was the plan. That's the game plan. That was the game plan for last season. That should be the game plan for this season.
Wait, guess what? Wichita still sitting out. Hassan Reddick's still getting fined every day. He's still sitting out.
Oh, my man, just
pay that man at this
point. After that, you might need to pay.
That defense gonna need help. The offense they need help. I don't know why I put them on TV. Put them on TV so many times when they look like that.
Man, how many touchdowns did they have?
One, I believe. One offensive.
Was that the only one on that flag? The second chance play?
I can't recall, but I know it was. They cheered for him throwing a.
They got two. I think Lazard scored 2. I think he scored 2.
Yeah.
Dang, I should have come up for fantasy. Jeez.
A-Rod threw 1, and then Lazard. But yeah, he looked bad, man. 13 for 21, 167 yards, touchdown, and interception.
The bad stat line, bro.
That was bad.
And you don't expect that out of a future quote-unquote Hall of Fame player. Like a first ballot Hall of Fame player. You broke the bank to really get him. And then his first season gets injured. Nothing against that.
He just looked out of sorts out there.
The second game, he just looked.
Zach Wilson somewhere, rubbing his hands like birds. Laughing, like
playing behind Bo Nix. Just like, I can be here. I can get used to this.
Zach Wilson's cracking up.
Yeah.
I thought it was me.
I thought it was me. Looking like a Bond villain, just like.
And it's not like they don't have anything there. There's all this hype around them.
It'd be easier to say, like, oh man, they're just a bad team because they have nothing.
Yeah, they got
like, it'd be different to say that, but they have legit every piece that you could possibly want. Hassan Reddick is still out there unsigned for you guys. He's still on the team, but he's just unsigned. So you have to just sign him, and I feel like that's going to bring a whole lot of pressure if you let him play within himself. Don't be trying to throw him out in coverage. Every once in a while, don't be having him out in coverage.
Yeah, man, just rush him, man.
Yeah, just have him with his hand in the dirt, man. That's where his money is.
I mean, apparently he's gonna run anyway. Yeah, that's the rumor. Y'all put me in coverage, I'm rushing. You know what you talking about?
I mean, y'all want me to get this running back? I can just hit the quarterback. He's right there.
I don't know what y'all talking
He's
about.
right there. No, man. So now we're going enough with the guys who lost or the guys who look bad. What good guys shine to you guys? Like what teams? Like
quarterback who?
Yeah. Who's the quarterback?
Yeah, man. I'm taking all responsibility for Derek Carr's play last week. All responsibility.
Yo.
He must have saw the pod and was like, yeah. Somebody go out there and put up numbers.
these guys don't know what they're saying.
He looked really good though,
he looked
and it looked kind of effortless. I mean, of course, who they were playing makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But
Supposedly this is supposed to be a good defense though, so they didn't look like it. You got 40 hung on you, so it's whatever. It's whatever.
yeah, besides him, Sam Darnold looked very surprisingly good.
Yeah, that was the shocker. That was the guy I had as a shocker for me. Like, oh yeah, he looked crazy. Who looked good? The team that looked well, Cowboys defense. I'm gonna go with them. Yeah, it's biased, but whatever. Just endless pressure. Like you were just like dismantling through that offensive line. I don't know what they're ranked, but it was 4 or 5 guys just being disrupted, and 11 guys flying to the ball as soon as it got released, or if it didn't get released. Micah Parsons, as usual, doing Micah Parsons things, just making it all happen, rushing everything. DeMarcus Lawrence looked good. Oh man, my shocking player performance is from Eric Kendricks. He looked awesome. He was for someone his age, I can see why he always gets signed to a team. Like after he left Minnesota, went right to the Chargers. I may have to fact check that, but I know he did play with the Chargers. He went right to the Chargers. Played a couple seasons for them. Played well for them. And when we signed him, I'm like, oh, that's a solid pickup. But that was before Leighton Vander Esch retired. So I'm like, oh, that's a good dude to pair with Leighton Vander Esch. But then you see the play. He had a pick. He had a sack. For the tip pat, it seemed like every facet of that game on the defensive side of the ball, Micah Parsons had something to do with it. He was involved in something that was happening. So the Cowboys are my pick for the team that looked good. Yeah, listen, man. Congrats, Dak. Congrats, the money man. Saw that suit. I can smell. You know the rest. You know the rest. I can smell money. Yeah, man. Who you got, B?
Well, seeing that we met our Cowboys benching quota.
Why? I mean, do you want me to? I mean,
no, it's my turn.
Okay.
It's my turn.
You right.
I'm gonna play. I like who shined was Baker Mayfield.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good
4
one.
TDs.
That's a good one. That is a good
24
one.
for 30. He was picking that Commanders defense support.
And they're supposedly supposed to be good this year.
Yeah, but it's still Commanders. But
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield shocked me. Like, I still Mike Evans.
The Browns.
fantasy.
Baker Mayfield looked great. I give it to the Bucs defense. They looked great too. I think it was like a flawless performance to me. I think it's a nice test for them next week too. Man. I know they play the Lions, so I think it's a good matchup.
And it's a rematch. It's a rematch. Oh my god! And the first game was amazing.
Yeah.
And I know Baker he coming in with a chip on his shoulder with that
so
one.
that's going. That really shocked me how well he played flawlessly. We still giving him slack, but look, that's my I give Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. The defense played really well.
Baker plays with that edge, man.
Yeah.
Ever since swag he got,
exactly.
He's had that since college. He planted that flag and that. I'm still not feeling him for that one. Pause, but yeah, man, I'm wilding today, but
no. But I was just saying the swagger that he plays with. He seemed like ever since he got to the Bucs, he seemed like he got even his final game with the Rams. He had that. He was moving like his old self. His years with Cleveland. There's something about that place that just makes it.
It's where you go to retire.
Yeah, listen, man. It's called Cleveland. You're supposed to leave. You're supposed to leave, bro. You don't go to Cleveland to stay. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. You don't go there.
Don't ever say that again.
It was a man. That was terrible.
You out there with the eating the W's.
He said, and you going to CC's Pizza afterwards. I said, CC's? Now he's getting right over Pizza Hut. I was like, this guy is
Stevie
different.
Woahs.
CC's is different. But man, no, those are the picks for the good guys that shine. Now we come to our part of the show where we pick the plays. Well, not pick the plays. We pick the games and winners. Well, we try to do a good job of picking the winners of these this week 2 slated games. And we are unanimous with a lot of these. B, who are we unanimous with?
The Dolphins, the Niners, the Commanders, the Chargers, the Cowboys, the Colts, the Jags, the Jets, Ravens, Chiefs, Steelers, Texans, Eagles.
All right. So you heard that, man. A lot of these games could have went either way. I guess we can go over the ones that we didn't come to a unanimous decision on. Which ones were those?
The Pats and Seahawks. I picked the Pats. And A picked the Seahawks for this week.
So, any reasoning behind the Pats pick?
I like how Gerard Mayo had them boys playing this week against the Bengals. And like I said, it probably shocked a lot of people. Anybody that
they were playing with a fresh start, so yeah. it showed. It showed.
Yeah, so I think the Pats got something to prove. Jacoby Brissett, he looked like Jacoby Brissett. All right, I ain't got some nice score.
He's a bridge.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
So that young guy's ready. But I mean, that one was one of my toss ups.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of how Gerard Mayo had those guys playing last week. It looked like a fresh start for all of them. Yeah. Like even guys that have been with the team for a few years, okay, we know we ain't got the best guys. We know we ain't got the top tier guys. Mm-hmm. That's never been the Patriots way. I'm gonna tell you, the Patriots are gonna go out and sign a high level wide receiver. And they're actually gonna pay somebody in the next 2 years. If Gerard Mayo is still the coach there, they're gonna. I'm calling that now.
I believe he'll still be there.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying he's gonna pick up. He ain't gonna follow that Belichick rule. Was the Patriot way. And there's nothing wrong with the Patriot way. The Patriot way got them a lot of Super Bowls. But after a while, the league changes. The league makes a change, and I think that's what happened there. So the Seahawks, I just feel like they also have a new head coach, and I like the way Geno was playing on Sunday. I honestly, I think it's just a better. It gave me a better feel to pick Geno over Jacoby Brissett. Mm-hmm. I think I mainly picked it for their offensive quarterbacks. DK Metcalf is a dog. I don't care how many people tell me otherwise. He's a dog regardless.
That's a man.
Yeah, no, he's really like that. D, you got anything to touch on with that one? Reason why you picked the Seahawks?
I just feel like they got a lot there for right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're more ready.
Okay.
I like DK. The receiving core just all together is there.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson is there. They should win.
Mm-hmm.
They should win. I mean, we said that last week with the Patriots.
We all picked up Bengals.
They showed us wrong.
In our defense, we did not know Joe wasn't going to be Joe. But that's the great part about us being sports fans. It could go any way, at any time. I don't think
the Patriots is more that they can come in and shake things up. But I think coming into this game, the Seahawks should win.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel that way. Who else did we agree on? B.
Oh no, who else disputed on? You got the Bucks and Detroit. Me and Dio picked the Bucks. You picked the Detroit Lions. And this is a rematch from the playoffs last year, which was a close game too. I
wanted to be unanimous for a good reason because I like Baker Mayfield. I do. I've liked him since college. I thought him going to the Browns was going to be terrible. He did lead them to a playoff, but then they, in typical Browns fashion, they turned back into the Browns, and they also brought him down a little bit as well.
Yep.
They brought his level of play down as well. Being with a new team, he got rejuvenated by being with Todd Bowles. I feel like Todd Bowles understands him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Todd Bowles lets him play his game. And I feel like whenever he's with a coach that lets him play his game, and not try to be like, oh, well, we got to tweak this, and this. You can't do this, and this.
Exactly.
Let's find a middle ground. And I feel like whenever you have a coach, especially someone who's deep, I think that's one of the best things about having a quote unquote defensive minded coach. You kind of get a little more free range to really play your game. Like the offense is purely in control of that. The reason I picked the Lions, though, I don't see Amon-Ra St. Brown having 2 bad games. Not in a row. Not in a row.
Yeah, he definitely
not in a row. He did not show up. And then the emergence of Williams, finally being that guy that, like, before that college, did y'all see any of his highlights before his college injury?
Who, Jameson?
Yeah.
Williams? No.
Yeah, I'm a Buckeye fan, man.
Bruh. Like, oh my
I'm a
God.
Buckeye fan.
So if he can keep that level of play up, bro, they are going to be scary. They were already scary with Laporta, Dave Montgomery, and Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. But you get a second compliment to Amon-Ra St. Brown, bro. It's going to be like, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. And that's the real reason I picked them. I feel like they have what it takes to take the top off of a defense. Pure plain and simple. If they come out and play the way they played against the,
I mean,
the
I saw it. I saw when he was at Ohio State. I mean, he didn't get the. I mean, we were stacked at receiver, so he went.
And that happens normally with bigger name programs.
He showed glimpses of it, and then when he went to Bama, it was like, ooh, we might have wanted to make him a focal point a little bit more. But yeah, man, he pairs very well with Amon-Ra St. Brown. Because you got Amon-Ra who do a lot of that dirty work underneath doing stuff, and you got somebody that's going, damn, Paul.
We keeping count. Like, it's not.
I bet you didn't have one yet.
It's long.
I bet he didn't get one yet, bro. Oh my God.
We got a lot
I'm
of
gonna
weeks
edit
of
a lot of
football.
this out.
Now you gotta put those joints in there. It sounds crazy. You gotta keep those ones in there.
They're going to be like, whoa.
Like, hey. But then you got him now. He's going to take the cap off. So we're gonna see. That's a little iffy. No, I stopped there because I could have said offbeat, but
No, don't say the
left
rest.
that off.
Don't say that. All right.
Oh, man.
Did you have something to touch on this one?
No, I think I picked the Bucks. I think Baker Mayfield will evenly distribute the ball like he did this past week.
And he got 2 good wide receivers too.
I say that why because Cooper Kupp had a field day in the Detroit defense.
Yeah.
It was over 14 and over maybe $110. I would say $110. Off a number, forgive me. But I can see him distributing the ball. He still got Godwin. Still got
you was spot on.
Mike Evans.
That was 110. It was
114, 110.
Yeah, mercy, bro.
It's going to be. That's the game. It's a 1 o'clock game, so it's bright early. So
I got that circled as one of the games, one of my highlighted games to watch because of like the implications. It's wild to me that Detroit is playing their NFC playoff schedule kind of, but in reverse. Yeah, it's kind of dope that they set it up like that too, and it's just a luck of the draw type thing. Who else do we have? That
we got the Arizona. Last one we disputed on was the Arizona Cardinals and the LA Rams.
So the Cardinals and the Rams. I believe I picked the Rams. Their defense is so iffy. Their defense is so iffy. But that's what I'm saying. The Cardinals had a chance to beat the Bills, but also the Rams had a chance to win. Like they went to overtime with one of the better teams in the NFC. So, if Mario Harrison Jr. plays the way he did, then the Rams definitely have it. Like it's like that.
Do you think it was his play, or do you think it's the play calling?
It's the play calling, and it's how. But it's also. I feel like you. If you're as dominant as let me just say this. If you're as dominant as people believe you to be, I feel like you should always be able to like be a target. True. I feel like your quarterback will find you. Yeah. If you're as good as advertised, which they're saying he is. Everything out of camp says that he's amazing. I saw his college tapes. I've seen him in high school. Like he destroyed my high school team. Like destroy. I'm talking about to the point where like I was like, yeah, I feel bad for these guys. Like I was really just like, yo, this is wild. But if you can't even command that on the next level, then people are going to feel like either one, you're a bust. I never want to say like that somebody so fast because it's only week 1 because he has room to grow because there are a lot of rookies who start out slow. So I feel like it's just one of those situations where you're like, oh, the pace of the game is a little bit quicker than it was at Ohio State.
I don't think it was that for him though.
You think it was the play calling?
I think you gotta look what Justin Jefferson played with last year, quarterback wise. He had production still. With that, he still went over a stack. And how many games he missed last year?
Oh, he must have over 10.
He still had a.
I want to say over 10. He couldn't have missed over 10 and still got a stack.
He had a band still.
Well, yeah, 68 catches.
Yeah, 68 catches for a band.
Over a band.
That's
as an OC, you can't tell me you drafted this guy first round. This who you went and took. I'm a force feed him.
And that's what I'm saying. Like you have
call
to.
plays for him.
How many targets did Marvin get?
I don't think he had
3.
that many.
You got 3?
I got it down.
You got
3 targets.
He had 3 targets.
So
if he's a dominant force in the offense, like you said, bruh, and people didn't hear about Justin Jefferson until his closer to the draft when he got drafted. But he knew he was that nice.
I want to give him grace. It's week 1.
You have to give him grace. You have to give him grace, but I feel like it's a mix of 2 things.
Yeah,
it's offensive play calling because if you're like, oh God, let's get this guy going, let's get him started. As the OC, I feel like you should be telling your quarterback, let's get this guy going, let's do something to get him going.
But that was a scrappy game against the Bills too. So
who have no real defensive pass defense.
Bro, he missed him wide open.
Yeah.
Like at first when I'm watching it from the angle, I'm like, maybe he was under duress. No, he was
open.
Wide open. Wide open. He could have made that play. And I just feel like it's a lot of those times where when in doubt, I'm going to my guy. If that's who we brought in.
At least try.
Give him a chance.
That's what it is.
Throw him a
he has a crazy catchphrase.
Bruh, come on. You don't draft a guy that high.
Give him a chance
to be somebody that you only throw the ball to 3 times. It'd be different if you had other receivers. He's the number 1 receiver as a rookie, and that's probably a lot of pressure for it. But you have to get used to that pressure. It wasn't a lot in Ohio State. Like you gotta let's get to it. So if he plays well, then it's gonna get bad. But I still feel like it's gonna be a game. I feel like because it's divisional, it's always gonna be a game.
But I got the quote that Conor Murray said about Marvin Harrison Jr. Quote, I want to say the Bills, we're bringing Harrison away. At the quarterback, obviously you're going through your reads. Sometimes the ball goes to him. That's not my job. End quote. So I know what he means by that.
That's not.
I said I wanted to get him the ball, but they won't let me get him the ball. So
okay. That also sounds like you throwing the. I get that you're giving a whole bunch of praise to the Bills defense.
Yeah.
But that goes back to the OC. Well, why isn't the OC moving them around? There's no way that every wide receiver knows how to play, knows slot routes, knows the slot route, knows the outside routes, and know ways to move around.
As a quarterback, you're in charge. You're in charge of everything that's at that line. If you find they give you play call in your helmet, you got every right to change it. If something don't look good, get him the ball. Hey, we need to. It was an up and down game.
Yep.
If you see maybe I should. They're not expecting him to get the ball. Maybe I should force feed him. Throw something up. Like Dio said, that everybody saw that one play. He was wide open. Like he could have had a beach chair on that side when he was wide open.
Yeah.
But I get what Colin's saying, but at the same time, you're in charge. You are the quarterback. You got everybody.
That quote sounds like you don't want to share the shine a little bit, like in a sense. But there's still a new tandem. So I'm gonna give some grace. I'm gonna give some grace because it's week 1 and it's too soon to tell.
He may have a monster game this week.
He could. He definitely could. So now it's come to that time where we're gonna go with our fan faves, our cousins to watch, and this week we're gonna go with our wild predictions. So that could be a crazy stat line, something wild that could happen with players or a team, or just a game score. Somebody making a shocking play, just something wild and wacky that may be able to happen. I didn't see Lazard having 2 touchdowns, so that could have been one of them.
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say wacky. I'm gonna go Anthony Richardson.
I like that.
I see him go get 3 touchdowns.
Throwing or running? Or combined?
Total.
I can see that. I can see that. I definitely can see that.
I gave him high praise last week.
He played well.
Yeah,
He really played good. He
gonna have to run.
Yeah.
Packers get off.
Exactly. Like I said, he got those two hot deep. Pause. Crazy. Those 2. Oh man, I still gotta say it. Those 2 deep touchdowns to Alec Pierce.
That was your only one, but that was the wildest one.
Yeah. You got those two passes to Alec Pierce. But yeah, I got high praise. I think we're gonna run 2, run one in. It's not wacky, but I got high praise.
No, that's a good one. That's your wild prediction. Anthony Richardson, total 3 touchdowns.
He's got to protect his body.
Yeah,
man.
and that's what it is.
That's what scared me about him. I get it, go out there and get scrappy, but
yeah,
bro, I don't want to see him coming off that injury.
Yeah, I don't want to see him go out
lower the shoulder. I like seeing it.
Yeah, only because it's like some cats will be afraid to like get the tackle after coming back from it.
Yeah.
Buddy was like, "Oh yeah, hit me!" Like it was wild. I was like, "He hit for another touchdown, bro." He was getting loose, and that's what I do like to see. I like players that aren't afraid to like, quote unquote, put their body on the line. Pause. I didn't like none of that. But you guys know what I meant. You got a wild prediction?
Wild prediction. Besides the Eagles throwing 40 up.
Man, that's the wildest prediction. Man. Really.
Not
me.
Me.
Like, yo, like, gonna get 25. Well, I'm just saying.
I'm gonna go with. I think Josh Allen gonna have another big one. Pause.
You keep tallying them up. Tallying them up. It was going wild today.
Crazy. Big game. I feel like
He was
so like he has to go out there and do it all. And I said last week, he's gonna show us if he's that guy from last week. So I'm gonna put it on the team on my back and go out there and do what I gotta do. So
he just looked like he would be not. Even though certain spots of that game looked like you could really just give like it could have been really out of control, but you kept your composure, which is awesome. I like to see that from him because I know he's an awesome talent. Like because he can get mobile and he can throw the ball.
Yep.
He's like he can do both of those things. He's been
doing
yo.
He looks good.
White dudes hurdling.
Yeah,
but
he's getting busy.
He can really ball. And that's the best part about his game. So I hope he can. So what you said, you got him having another stellar performance. Yeah. I'm not gonna say what he said because that was I mean what? I mean what? Wild prediction. It ain't that wild for me. I'm gonna be pretty biased this whole show. Let me see. I don't even know, honestly. Let me see. Whew. That's not even a wild prediction because J.K. Dobbins could go off against his grandmother could probably get it 135 rushing against the Panthers the way they playing.
That's what he went for 135 last week?
Yeah. I was sitting there like, no, why didn't I pick him up for fantasy?
Because he's been hurt the last 6 years.
And that's what, bro, he just needed a fresh start. But yeah. Wild prediction. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, let's have a little fun. I think the Falcons make it respectable. I think the Falcons. No, hear me out. Just hear me out. This is a great time for the Falcons to really come out and show them what they got. Right? They're playing against the Philadelphia Eagles. The defensive backfield is shaky. They have been for a couple seasons. So what better chance for Drake London to really like show that you really got what it takes? Kyle Pitts to really like, yeah, B. John catch somebody with the yeah. If Kirk can play well, then yeah, I think they're making a respectable game. I still don't think they're gonna win. I'm sorry, I don't. I think they're making a manageable score though. I don't think they get blown out.
I will be in attendance for that game.
Yeah, I don't think they get blown out though.
If we lose,
I don't think you guys
Monday
lose.
night. I probably won't go to another game this year.
After like 12 days of rest is crazy.
I probably won't go to another game this year.
How many days of rest y'all had? What? That's a week.
We play Monday, so
yeah, Friday. Dang, that's like what? 13 days?
I just feel like
11, close to 10, 11 days. Yeah. I don't think the Falcons win by any means. I think they make it a manageable game.
we definitely got some questionable.
Yeah, and that's
questionable things to clean up.
But it's still week one. It's still week one.
We got some stuff to clean
What
up.
you say?
God said man.
Yeah.
No, what are you talking about? It's a manageable score.
What's a manageable score to you?
A manageable score is like 21-17.
Dang, you think it's close?
Yeah.
You think that's close?
Buddy threw two of them things.
Who?
He looks like he's like second guessing himself.
Who, Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
Nah. See,
Bro, he looks like he's trying to. And it don't even look like. You know what it looks like. It looks like how that. And I think it's partially Kellen Moore.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is.
I think it's a new play system. I think it's a new system. So I'm not gonna blame it on the system. I'm gonna blame it on the fact that this guy. What are you?
No, keep talking. Keep talking.
I think he's overthinking sometimes because there's no way you should have two of them.
I'm gonna tell you what his issue is. He has way too much trust, and I like it. Way too much trust in AJ and Devontae, but he gets. I second that.
That's wild. Yo, time out. We not gonna go ahead. Eagles hate. He gets. I said manageable. I didn't say you guys were gonna lose. I said we were gonna lose last week.
Yeah, we did.
Y'all got disrespectful with it too.
Yeah.
Like after we hit stop, y'all got real disrespectful with it.
Nah.
Then y'all doubled down. Like
I said I wanted y'all to win.
I came back and told
no, hold up, Mister. That might sway me over to this.
I told
you,
man. It's just trolling Cowboys.
Yeah, I want y'all to go undefeated and lose when it's most important.
No, man, I don't want that. I don't even want that. It would be nice, but it's just
back to the Jalen Hurts thing.
Yeah,
he just gets too greedy down there.
Yeah, he gets forcing.
It's like, man, listen, just take what the defense is giving you. Why are you forcing it down the field?
Yeah, that first,
when we was in, I'm like, the second one was worse than me because we could have scored.
Yep.
I'm gonna be.
It's a tight game. Get the field goal.
I'm gonna be brutally honest.
That was a good pick.
I have to be brutally honest. From the replays that I saw, because I didn't get to watch the live game. From the replays that I saw, field conditions helped out a good percentage. Just because. But then Christian Watson, so I can't even give it too much. I'm not going to put too much on that. But Christian Watson had two open joints that he missed in the end zone. So you take away, you substitute those touchdowns for field goals, y'all down by like 11. Then it becomes a different type of game. But I don't live in a world of what ifs.
Yeah.
If we lived in a world of what ifs, I wouldn't even. Our pod would already be on like another sports syndicated network. But it's just. It's a lot that happened in that game that I saw from both sides. But it's only week one, so I'm not going to put too much on it. It's just, I just feel like he's second guessing a lot of stuff, and he's overthinking sometimes. And when you try to get greedy,
I think he's getting greedy. I think that's all.
But that comes from overthinking as well. That's a portion of overthinking as well.
But this was the issue
when you're like, I got so many options, and then you're just like, always got it. You don't always have to go. First of all, contrary to popular belief, any quarterback that's out there, you don't always have to go for the home run. You don't. Because base hits and all that get you on base. Like hits that get you on base.
Nah, he going for the gusto.
You can dink and dunk it. Yeah.
But that's been our dynamic. When we went to the Super Bowl, that was our dynamic.
Yeah,
Them downfield shots.
That's
bro.
also
So
what
trying to
you
stay
ain't
true to
got.
himself.
You ain't got two of them
But I
things. You
did-
only got one of them things.
But I did like.
Y'all ain't got one since you've been born.
We was running.
I have. We got three since I've been born.
You
Three
a
of them
child.
things.
Glory.
Don't
Was
get
it
mad at
96?
me.
96 the last
yes,
one?
sir.
Oh, was you?
6 years old. Don't discredit my jewels. Don't discredit my rings.
We still watch it in black and white TV.
Word.
First of all,
I
they
was able to
updated
actually
the
see
digital.
see Oz.
Oh man,
Know what's
that's
going
crazy.
on in Oz.
That's crazy. You had to cry in your the last one.
I was sick the last one. I ain't
Talking
gonna
about, I
lie.
don't even want to be here. But no,
Yeah.
you say me because this guy's
I
talking
did
before.
like the we was playing evenly. The play call was even. I like how we gonna do this year. We're gonna run the ball to get the pass. So Jalen did get that second half. Get in the second half, we got AJ on the deep ball. Pause. Against Jared Alexander. But I think we still got tons of cleanup. Tons of cleanup. I love Saquon. Look amazing.
Dog, that was the brightest
Yeah.
spot. That one was the brightest spot.
Yeah.
And it's just
And it wasn't
he's
forced.
so he looks
so
natural.
nasty
He
in that
looks
offense.
natural. He looked natural. He fit like a glove in the offense, and that's what you want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially when supposedly he was like, oh, he's not that good. We can just get rid of him. The Giants, you looking real shaky right now. I would have kept him and made Tyrod Taylor the quarterback, bro. I wouldn't have had no problem doing that. But that's neither here nor there. Y'all got to live with that. And when he scored that third touchdown, y'all really cried in the car. That's wild. But no, man, I think it's gonna be a manageable game. I think y'all win, definitely.
Still say, man.
21-17. Eagles win in the home opener for you guys. It's gonna be great. You guys are gonna come out. You guys are gonna be. It's gonna be a great Monday for you guys.
Rocking.
Huh? What? No, I'm
Blake's gonna be rocking.
Why can't I show you guys the great support you guys show me on?
That's only right. That's only
No,
right.
I just think you guys are. Yeah.
Just know if
This guy thinks I'm passive
no,
aggressive. This guy is so
something
passive
go
aggressive.
wrong.
Extremely passive.
I'm taking a detour on my way home. I'm coming right to your house. Right to your
Somebody lock that door. D outside. I'm chilling. I'm not going out there.
Crazy.
If it's 17-21,
Yeah,
I want you to pull up too. You'll be like, you had to say manageable.
No nail biters, man.
No,
No
bro.
nail biters.
No. But man, with that being said, man, we've concluded another episode of the UnRuly Fam Sports Podcast. As always, I'm UnRuly A. Got Pusher B to my left. Got Just D to my right. That's crazy. D.
Rack him up.
No.
He's gone. We got like 6 or 7 in
Yo,
there.
that's you had like 4 back to
Yeah,
back.
that's mine, man. My joints was wild.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe on the channel. Comment, man. Let us know how we're doing. If we're doing terrible, we like to hear that as well. We're not going to answer. We might. I don't know. I'm a petty dude. But we appreciate all the support. And thank you, UnRuly Fam. We out.
Hey,
Oh.
when you with your girl, stay up IG Live. We're the Shannon Show.
No. Say you out here wilding, my boy. Oh, but I got hacked is outrageous. We saw the blue check, boy.
He was growling and grinding.
No. Growling and
Man,
grinding.
that was crazy. He was going in. Uncle Shay was going in.
Yo, oh yeah. The J. Club Shay Shay got to address some.
That wasn't Club Shay. That was a nightcap. That was day cap. He got day cap.
Bro.
He got day cap. That's crazy.
Yo, intimate audio is outrageous.
Yeah, he was in the audio. Was crazy.
Yo, man. With that being said, man, y'all take it easy. Oh, we're out.
UnRuly Fam